How long do we expect? I actually like. It's bizarre. So, like, if you work at the Redskins front office, you want all the games to be sold out. Of course, everybody does. But as a fan, I kind of like that it's accessible game to game. I actually kind of like that.
Well,
you know what I mean? So it's weird. Will there always be a certain number of tickets available? Can you do any teams do that? Like at Lambeau, or do they set some aside? How does that work?
They do. Well, Lambeau's interesting, right? Because they've been sold out. There's a waiting list that's been going on,
right?
For years and years and years, and that goes back into the 50s, I think. And what they've done is they make actually a certain amount of seats available for just residents of Brown County. So if you live in that small part of that town, you can get seats, but you got to be a resident. So for certain teams, it's on a certain threshold. But a lot of teams, every team's got tickets to sell. And I think we try to make a certain amount available to fans. If you can get to that point where you're truly sold out on a season ticket basis, you may say, hey, listen, let's hold some back because we want to make sure that other people get to try our product. And that's kind of how you build that fandom and that season ticket loyalty that you ultimately want to have. You want to always have a bench in life for everything. And I think for us, we want to get to the point where we're sold out with season tickets with real Redskin fans in there, and then we can build the bench behind those.
I like dinosaur. I like paper tickets. I know that the trend now is it's going on your phone. You give the barcode, you're in.
Right.
I like the certainty of a paper ticket.
It's
am I being phased out at this point? Or
no, but let me ask you a question.
Cool?
Do you like the certainty of a paper boarding pass, or are you comfortable going up to the airline with your phone and checking in?
My phone's gonna die.
I like a paper.
Really?
I like certainty.
Takes. I'm kind of with you.
You know what? The reality is that the paper boarding pass is great. The paper ticket is great. It's a memento. We still make it. The opportunity from a digital ticketing perspective to one touch send your tickets to somebody and guarantee that they've been transferred safely is.
I like that, but then I get it.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You can still do it with us.
Right. Well,
what are people going to see differently? Scoreboard presentation and all those type of things, because you guys have been tweaking everything.
I've heard the player intros have been amped up too.
Yeah, so the helmet,
pyro in the house is what I saw.
Well, fire, right? Fire and smoke. The helmet's gone, and that's been a staple for a long time. And I think it was time that we say, hey, let's change it up as many places that people can recognize as possible. The first change was the upper bowl scrim, so it had always been painted in recent years FedEx colors. And we wanted to make this more of the house of the Redskins. So we've painted the entire upper deck burgundy. So when you get in there now and you look kind of level to level, you really see burgundy and gold top to bottom in the stadium. That's important for fans to kind of feel like it's home field, right? Yeah. And then on top of that, the game day presentation is going to be totally brand-centric. A lot of fan stuff, fire and smoke for the pyro entrances, for player intros. You know, Jay Gruden's been totally open to letting us kind of bring each player out and let our fans celebrate all of our players one by one. I think it's an awesome element that we're going to be able to add in. I think all of the things that Ryan Halkett, our new head of game presentation, is bringing to the table from his many stops at MSG and the Jets and other places he's worked are going to just be things that light the crowd up every minute.
Like a brand new team.
It's a brand new team.
What about? I have no idea. I should probably know kind of. How about the tailgating experience? Has that changed at all? Is it basically the same deal?
I think it's the same deal for the most part right now. The one thing I'd say about our hailgating experiences that we're looking to create is that we're trying to make sure that we give people an in and out of the parking area that they can kind of say, if we're going to tailgate, maybe what we do down the line is create tailgating lots for people that want to tailgate, and we create parking lots for people that just want to park and go, so that people can enter and leave, or people can hang out, and it doesn't kind of influence the ingress-egress portion, because that's one of the other things that we're working on that we know people are sensitive to around here.
Cakes, I'm going to take the over on 1.5 catches for Josh Doxson.
Look at that. He just won you over. I like it.
Right.
We set the bar low.
Yes,
yeah, we got to get them all on everybody here.
Yeah,
we'll get them on. Don't worry. Thank you.
Coming by.
It's very cool.
This is the best relationship we've had with the Skins since we aired the games.
Well, we actually did the first ever broadcast, believe it or not, from FedEx Field.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep, many
John
ago.
Kent Cook stopping by to do the show with us.
Yeah, long time ago.
I see a bright future. I see a bright future with us and the Skins.
And we're not afraid to say it. We can be bought.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Please.
Yeah.
So we just want to do nice things for everybody. That's the most
We
important.
appreciate
No,
that.
it's fantastic. That's Steve Ziff, the Chief Marketing Officer for the Redskins. You can still get your tickets, redskins.com/tickets.
/tickets.
Redskins.com/tickets.